Friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel Easy Explanation. In this tutorial we will be learning about C program to print full pyramid of number. So this is the pattern that we are trying to print, or we are going to print in this tutorial. So in order to understand this tutorial, I will assume that you will have the working knowledge, or you have the working knowledge of nested loop, how the nested loop works, because all types of pattern are printed based on the concept of nested loop. In order to make the understanding easier, I have plotted this pyramid of number in this grid. Okay, so to print any types of pattern, we need to first analyze how many rows need to be printed. Okay, so in this pattern we have how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 rows to be printed. Let us say I will index this row by I, and it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So total number of rows need to be printed is how many? 5s. Now for each row, the operation of the row is controlled by what? The inner loop. Okay, here the number of row is controlled by outer loop, and the operation in each row is controlled by inner loop. So these are the two things that you need to keep in mind while solving this type of problem. Okay, so I have indexed the row number as I, and from 0 to 4. Okay, now when you analyze, so when you analyze this row, you can see that there are two types of things that we need to print here. One is the space and another is a number. Space, number, space and number. Okay, so in the first row we have to print how many space? 4 space, 1 number, 3 space, 2 space, 1 space, and in the last row we are printing how many space? 0 space. So what I've said you is the operation in row is controlled by the inner loop. So the number of space to be printed should be mentioned where? In the inner loop. So based on this concept, let us write the code to solve this problem. So I'll name this file as a pyramid.c program to print pyramid of a number as include io.h int main. Okay, int row. So you can hard code or provide the value of row as a 5 here, or you can ask the user to enter the value of row. So I will ask the user to enter the value of row. Enter number of row. Okay, scanf, this function will read the value of row provided by the user in the variable row. Okay, once you have the value of row, you can see the number of row to be printed. And the number of row to be printed is controlled by which? Outer loop. Okay, so let's define one outer loop to print the number of row. So for I equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Obviously this loop will be executed how many times? 5 times, or the content within this loop will be executed 5 times. So how many row we do need here? We need how many rows? 5 rows. So obviously when we run this outer loop, anything within this loop will be executed 5 times. Now let us write the code to implement this part. Okay, the space part. So in the first row we are printing how many? We are printing 4 spaces. In the second row we are printing 3 space, 2 space and 1 space. Okay, so in the first row we are printing 4, in second space we have a 3, in third row we have a 2 space, and in the fourth row we have 1 space, in the last row we have a 0 space. So I'll color this thing as a red, okay, just for easier understanding. So in the first we have 4, second we have 3, 2 and 1. So you can see number of space has been gradually decreasing in each row. So first we'll control or write the program to print the number of rows there. So we'll say number of space. So we'll say create one more variable called as space num, and you can see there is relation between space number and number of rows, right? If the number of row is 5, the number of space to be printed at first is how much? 4. So it is nothing but row minus 1. Okay, now let us create one more variable called as a k to control the number of space to be printed. So for k equals to 0, the value of k should be less than space num, and k, let us say it is j variables here. So we need this variable one more time, j plus plus one more variable here. Okay, now print f spaces here 1 2. Okay, now analyze this code. For I equals to 0, j should run how many times? J should run space num times. So the initial value of space is how much? 4. So obviously this loop will be executed how many times? 4 times. It means 4 spaces will be printed. So that is the reason why for I equals to 0, for the value of I equals to 0, the space should run how many times? 0, 1, 2, 3 times. So let us say this is j variable that control the number of spaces. So this code, when I equals to 0 and space num equals to 4, how many times in the first row the space will be printed? 4 times. After completion of this inner loop, we have to print space how many times again? 3 times. So the number of space should be decreased. So how to decrease the number of space? We can decrement the count, space num minus minus. Okay, so in the second iteration, after doing space num minus minus, the value of space num will be 3. So when the value of I equals to 1, when the value of I equals to 1, the number of times j loop will be executed how many times? 3 times, because number of space num equals to 3. So print of space will be implemented or executed 3 times. Okay, so this loop obviously will print the number of spaces. Now we have successfully written the code that will print number of spaces, all the spaces in the given code. So for I equals to 0, space num, j loop will be executed 4 times, so 4 space will be printed. For I equals to 1, space num will be 3, so the space will be printed 3 times. For I equals to 2, space will be 4 3 2, so 2 times it will be printed. For I equals to 4, space will be 1, it will be printed 1 time, and for I equals to 4, space will be printed 0 time. So it will be gradually be decreasing. Now once the space has been printed, we are able to control the number of space. One more thing that we need to print is number of these numbers. So you can see there is some pattern in this number as well. And 9. So I'll color this number by this color. So for row number 0, how many times the number is printed? 1 time. For the row number 1, it is printed 2 times. Means for row 1, number of times the number is printed is 1. For row 2, number of times this thing is printed is 2. For row 3, it is printed 3 times. For row number 4, it is printed 4 times. For row number 5, it is printed 5 times. And there is another set of number also, so we'll be analyzing this part later. Okay, so you can see when the value of row is 0, the number to be printed is 1. When the value of row is 1, the number to be printed is 2 and 3. When the value of row is 2, the number to be printed is 3, 4, 5. When the value of row is 3, number to be printed are 4, 5, 6, 7. When the value of row is 4, the number to be printed is 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so you can see the first number. To get the first number, we have to do what? We have to do row plus 1, means the value of I plus 1. So the value of I plus 1 will get this first number. 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 1 5. After that we have to gradually increase this number up to these made 4 times. In this case, gradually increase the number up to 3 times. In this case, gradually increase the number 2 times. Gradually increase the number 1 time. In this case, gradually increase the number 0 times. Okay, so in the now let us write a code to print the number. I write one more variable, num underscore count. You can see num count will be initialized with what value? I plus 1 value. You can see here for the row 0 this value is 1, for the row 1 its value is 2. Okay, so it is obviously I plus 1. Num count will be I plus 1. Okay, so let us write one variable k. We have already created the variable k. So for k equals to 0, k should be less than equals to what? The value of I k plus plus. It means what? The k loop should be executed how many times? The k loop should be executed. This k loop should be executed based on the row number. If the row number is 0, it should be executed how many times? 0 times. Means 0 means 1 time. When the row number is 1, it should be executed 0 1 time. When the row number is 2, it should be executed 0 1 2 time. When the row number is 3, it should be executed 0 1 2 3 time. When the row number is 4, it should be executed 0 1 2 3 4 times. Okay, so that is the reason why I have written from 0 less than equals to the value of I. Now printf the value of I. Sorry, printf the value of num count. Okay, every time print of the value of num count. So percentage d num count. Okay, so when print this result, I'll write the new line. Means after every print, after every row, print the new line. Printf /n and then return 0. Okay, now let us execute this partial code. We have one file pyramid.c. So I'm executing this code using GCC compiler on in Ubuntu operating system. If you do not have GCC compiler installed in the terminal, you can go for Turbo C IDE or Dev C++ IDE or CodeBlock IDE. Number of row equals to 5. So we are somewhat getting the result 1, but we are not able to increase the number after that, right? So it should be 2 and 3, then 3 4 5. So how to increase that? So if you are able to increase this value after each iteration, then this value will obviously change. So what we will do is, now after each iteration, increment the value of num count plus plus. Okay, so now let us, after incrementing the value, execute the code one more time. Now we are able to get this half result. Means we are able to print the spaces and these other shaded numbers. These shaded numbers, you can see the result. You can compare the result. We are able to print the space number 1 2 3 3 4 5 4 5 6 7 6 7 8 9. Now what happens is, since this value 3 is contained in which variable? Num count variable, right? This num count variable should be decremented up to what? This row, the value of row plus 1, right? So if the row is 1, it starts with 2 and ends with 2, right? So it should be this num count variable should be decremented with up to this value. Okay, Now we'll first before printing it, let us see what is the value that num count contains. Okay, the final value that num count contains every time. So for that, what we'll do is, instead of printing this thing, just for debugging, I will comment it out and print the final value of num count. Printf %d num count, just to debug, or what is the final value it contains. Okay, so we are supposed to contain, in the first case it should contain 1, in the second case it should contain 3, 5, 7, 9. If it is containing any value other than 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, then we have to do operation, another operation, decrement operation, to bring it to that value. Okay, now so it is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. What we are expecting was 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, but it is one more time, one more there. So we'll solve this problem by decrementing this value by 1. So in order to print this set of values, this unshaded set of values, what we will do is we'll use one more variable L. So for L equals to num count minus 1, okay, and the value of L should be less than equals to I plus 1 and then L minus minus. Let us see if we are able to get the result or not after writing this code. Printf %d and write the value of L here. Comma L. So we have declared the value L here, variable L. So after declaring this variable L, let us run this code one more time. Sorry, there may be some mistake here. Num count minus 1. Okay, it should be greater than equals to, sorry for that, I plus 1. Okay, it should be greater than equals to. So again we are getting the unexpected result. It is printing it twice, 3 and 2. So we are getting the extra 2 there. So either what we can do is, we are not able to get the expected result, so the same value is been repeated here, right? So after decrementing the num count up by 1 also, then we are getting the same 9 here. It means what? We have to decrement this value by 2, num count value by 2 here. Now after doing this, let us see the result one more time. Now we are able to get the value 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, then we have 4 5 6 7, and one more time we need to mention the equals to part. Okay, so we are getting the final result here. So like after analyzing the relationship between the L and the value of a num count, we are able to get the result. So you can analyze this thing by using this technique. So okay, so there are three sets of value that need to be printed. One is the red color spaces, another is this colored number, another is another set of colored numbers. Okay, and you can see this number, the value of this number is dependent upon the num count values. The number should be decremented upon this initial values 3 3 4 4 5 5. So in this case we have incremented up to num count, then after that num count was decremented by 2, and this value was again decremented up to this, the value of I plus 1. Okay, so this is the thing. So since this num count value has been incremented one time, and I have to reduce it 2 times, that is the reason why I have decremented the value by -2. You can print the value of num count at the end of each iteration and see and you can verify your result there. Okay, I hope everyone of you have understood the code. If you have any queries, or then you can mention in the comment section. Thank you.